Hello and welcome. My name is Nilaus, and this is a brand new series of Factorio. This time we are going to dive into Angels mods, Bob's mods, and not much else because this is a campaign that I am starting up. It's very tempting to call it along the same lines of my vanilla done right, call it Angels mods, Bob's mods done right, but I think I'm going to call it done my way. Because these are so complex mods that it's very hard to say it's done right. It's more like, what is my way of doing it? So this campaign will be targeted to three different types of audiences. So hopefully you will find yourself in one of these categories. Well, the first, maybe you are primarily a vanilla player who wants to dive into some modded play. You may have watched some other streamer or YouTuber play Bob's and Angels mods and think, yeah, this looks interesting, but I don't really know how to get started. Well, this is the series for you. I know how to play it. I will explain the good ways, the best way, not the best ways necessarily, but very efficient ways of working and building and the sequence of things. Maybe you are, the second category is, maybe you already know Angels mods and Bob's mods and you enjoy it very much. Maybe you will enjoy my videos in general and you want to get inspired for what else could be built if there are new tricks, because they're so complex that there are definitely always different ways of building things, different progressions, different paths in the mods to get to the same result. So maybe you want to get inspired, maybe you want to watch some of my designs, as I really try to focus heavily on getting good designs and building efficiently. Maybe the third category is not to be dismissed, a very important part, important target audience. They are very active on the YouTube comments. You would like to see this and you would like to highlight all the mistakes I do. I do very much appreciate it. I like the dialogue, both in Discord and also on YouTube. So if you see something that is either strange to you or you think is directly wrong, then be sure to comment it and we can have a friendly back and forth in the comments, or I'll bring it into a future episode and explain my views on this. Most of the things are actually really well thought out, but there are of course some things that kind of miss. So let's start getting into the game. Well, the settings, these are the settings I'll be using. I am saying normal sizes. I'm also using RSO, Resource Spawner Overhaul, so that because that gives us much nicer ore patches. So instead of being these small fractured parts, they're bigger clumps, and I really like that. So I'll make it normal, big, and good. I've also tweaked the settings on RSO so that it gives me fewer but big settings. Also over here, I have disabled biter expansion because as much as I really feel that biters are an important part of the game, but I do not want to go out and clear the same biters again and again. I want to say, all right, let's go out, clear some biters, and then get them out there. So before I press the generate button, I just want to highlight sort of the style of play, because that's important for you. Since this is the first episode, you're still contemplating whether you want to keep up with the series. So let me tell you, of course you do. What you should expect from the series, what you can expect from the series, is that I'll be trying to play Angel's mods, Bob's mods as intended by Angel, which means that I am, for example, not including nanobots, but instead will be using his crawler technology. And this is a kind of an overall theme of this. I want to use strand casting because Angel wants strand casting to be part of the game, and I'll try to build it as it is intended. I will be using in this campaign, I will not impose any additional constraints on me. So I want to use trains where they're most appropriate. I want to use belts where they're most appropriate. And I'm going to use bots when they are most appropriate. Generally speaking, I will not be doing as heavily bot based as I've done in my previous Angels and Bob's mods, because what I really find very, very fascinating is when you build like these monstrous big belt based setups with all of the different Angels machines. So I'll be trying to work more on the belts, and if you find me just caving to the bots, then by all means call me out in the comments. And that's basically what you should. Oh, and last thing, yeah, the big balance designs, I kind of pride myself on making good designs, so that will also be kind of an overall theme of this. And of course, the sacred paths will be everywhere as they should be. So without further ado, let's dive into the game. Let's see where it takes us. And here we are in the game. This is the starting location, and already if you have not played Angels mods before, you will notice something different. Well, the different part is actually these materials. They are called sapphirite, stereotyte, bobmonium, and rubite. And we also have coal, we have multi-phase oil, that's pretty much oil, but we also have natural gas, and those two will serve as the petrochemicals for the oil and gas later on in the game. But our primary start up here. We also have our usual rocks. They are usually, I would just go knock down some rocks immediately, but that's not a good idea to do in Angels, because he has, for some inexplicable reason, decided that they also contain some trash items that will just clog up your inventory. So there's no point in doing that right now. So the very beginning, let me just get, maybe do it on this side. I think that's a nice even side here. Let's do it that way. From here, boom. And this now goes into a new machine, the crusher. This one is crushing our sapphirite ore. The sapphirite ore is our primary source of iron, while the stereotyte is our primary source of copper. So at least that's the same. I will be starting here, this machine, creating some sapphirite. Once I have 2 sapphirite, it crushes, and then I get output crushed sapphirite and crushed stone. Crushed sapphirite and crushed stone, I pick it up. I should also mention that I do have a number of mods, and they are available in the comments section or in the description. You can see the mods that I am using in this playthrough. The mods are basically all of Angels, all of Bob's, resource spawner overhaul to get some better resource patches, and on top of that we have a number of convenience mods, such as squeak through, such as even distribution, you know, some of those that I usually play with. And let's see, do I get one more? Do I get one more? When do I get one more? You can see, oh, and also that one. I have decided that I also want to include this FNEY, Factorio nay, so that I can see what's going on. Let's see, we are going to make, this one is the primary thing we need to make, and that requires a stone furnace. So I need 10 stone. Basically these crushed stone that I get, I can over here under the resource defining, I can make that into normal stone. For some reason I can take crushed stone and uncrush it, don't ask, and that gives me another burner mining drill. And let's get this burner mining drill up here so we can keep it up. The early game is extremely focused on scaling up. So let's get some more materials, because we are gonna have to burn some wood to start with. That's not ideal that we're burning wood, because the wood is actually useful in Angels mods. Or yeah, I'm gonna call it Angels mods, even though it's called Angels and Bob's, and sometimes I'll just refer to it because I feel that Bob's mod is, for me, basically the base game, and Angel has then done such a big overhaul that it's basically a new game, and it is Angel who dictates the way the game is played rather than Bob's mods. Okay, so that's enough for keeping me going. Let's see if, and I have to go in here. I am also not including some those extreme reach mods that I sometimes have. I feel that in this playthrough it should be part of the challenge. That's a bit much to put in here already. Here, and you can see now we are slightly scaling up, and then the next part I want to build is actually one more of these, but that requires more crushed. It's actually the crushed that we are getting into. Oh, one more thing I should remember is that actually in this mod pack it is possible to have it automatically input items. I can't remember, is it C? Shift C? Oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome. And then Shift C, it uses even distribution to split it into nearby machines. That is so convenient. Also need to scale up my coal as well. I think I want to build one of these, and when I need to get to 10 crushed stone. 9, and that's 10. So now I have 10 crushed stone. I can make another one of these, and we need to go down to our coal location. That's down here. It's not particularly big, but it's enough to get it going. And I'll do sort of the usual way of having them feed each other so I can come back in a bit and pick something up. Unfortunately, I can't do much right now, so we need to get a few more stone. That's not stone. These are trees. They're not stone. The rubite and the bobmonium, they are new materials that I will use. Yes, of course I will, but not right now. Okay, let's see what we can build. We can actually build another one of these. So now it's time to build here. I have like this. This is like my easiest way to always build up in the beginning. There. Now, if I, just to explain how even distribution works. When I hold something, I will hold down Shift, and if I right click over, sorry, is it Control? Yeah, right click over, sort of right drag over, it'll take half of it and split among all the different locations, while if I use left click, it'll take all of it. So, just need one more. And that one. Unfortunately, I don't have any more power to put in, oh, hold on. Yeah, let's go. And then Shift C will just put it into every single one, except this one actually. Why not this one? Probably because it doesn't have enough power. And I'll just put this one up here as well. Anyone have some spare power? Yeah, just keep it going for a tiny bit. Okay, now everything is actually running out. There. And let me go down here and see if I have some coal that we can keep working. Right now, it's extremely focused on the iron part, because that's really the part that is needed. Good. That's 51. That's great. Bit of running around. It would be nice to have a bigger reach mod, but nope. And here I'll now use the right hand option there. So it only takes half of it, and I still have some left. Here, why is this one not getting any? That's really strange. Okay, we are just slowly building up, and I need to build 1, 2. I would like to actually build 4 so I can more easily go down to the next level or the next location. What are we missing? We are missing some stone. We are now at 10, and I can make 1 more, and that'll help us build bigger coal deposits, because then I don't have to walk back and forth as often, because once I go down here, it will actually have quite a lot of coal for me. And last one, there. And let's get what we have. Not a lot, but some. Now the iron is also accumulating. That's intended. That's actually totally needed for what we want to do here. I want to accumulate the iron, of course. This one is, oh, it's still not. Let's just get you a few. There. Now let's see. Should I build 1 more? 1, 2. And that one. And then 2 stone bricks as well. Because it's really very focused on, I'm very focused on getting this one scaled up. Now that one. Oops, that's wrong. And 1. Copy paste. Whoa. Good. So they are actually scaled up now. This is 1 more. These, and then I think that's gonna be it for these for now. Because I don't have any more. Okay. Get it and stand in the middle. Shift out. Oh, damn. Did not get all the way to these guys. Maybe it's because they're not there yet. Alright, let's see. Can I can build 2 more. I might want to do that just because I need a lot of coal, and coal is quite far away, so we're gonna need it. Got it. 151. Yes. Awesome. Now we can start making the next part. Next is actually making, because we cannot get any power unless we have Oh, that's a lot. So that splits half of it and have some left. Why is that one actually broken? That's annoying. That's extremely annoying that's broken. Maybe I accidentally shot it, I guess. Right, so now I need to build 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So now I built exactly the same as this one over by the stereotype. And the stereotype is our primary source of getting copper. So right now it just seems like what I'm building here is just okay. So basically it just gets slightly more annoying than usual, but that's about it. 1, 2, 3. And the last one in between. This will be stereotype. You go in here and then oh, they were not ready. So copy, put it in, and that's exactly so. Basically, we should also look at ratios because one of the key points of Angel's mod is that the ratios are extremely inefficient in the beginning. So you can see here, 3 crushed sapphirite gives 2 iron plates. That's a very poor ratio. So 3 to 2, and that's unfortunately all we can do at this point. Now I'm forgetting this Control C. What I need to build is over here. I need this one, which requires some wood. Did I kind of forget that? I always do. That I need to remember to build some wood or chop down some wood. I don't like the fact that I need to chop down wood, but it's part of it. There will be other options later on for getting wood, such as greenhouses. That's actually the only one. Well, also you can do some oil processing parts to get some wood replacements like synthetic wood. And that might be nicer on later, but at least at this point, it's important to do this part. Chop, chop, chop. And let's get down and clear some more. Okay, that's not so much. And Control C, then it places everything in there. Now I have 1 offshore pump, 1, 2 of these boilers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can make some power poles, except I need to go to the copper part to get some power poles here. Get in there. And there's nothing in there. Good. Well, not quite good, but I can do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I can double this one up. I will also make it actually double up again. 1, 2, 1, 2, and there. So I get 2 of these setups for copper and 4 of them for iron, because that's actually what I need to begin with. And that's again the copper. Let's actually steal some more copper down here. Now I know. It's when I Control C, it uses that mod, but if I... Ooh, this is not good. Well, it might actually not be so bad. I'm going to chop a few trees down here, up here, to make room for my my steam power. I want the steam power to... Do I want the steam power to head up? Okay, maybe a few words about the map. This is not a standard map, as you can probably see with those even lines. This is my Factorio map. Oops, I said what it's spelled, but I think by now everyone knows what it's going to be. I really wanted to use this map. I am totally in love with this map, and it is absolutely spectacular. So I thought this would be a nice opportunity for me to go back to this map, and actually just show how I want this map to be populated with trains and bots and belts and everything. I think this should be enough space. I need 1 of these. So we start with having, I mean, why not just have it all the way over? And something like this. I mean, there's no point in not doing this. One goes here. It's one of the fixed locations. Now you can already see that our base is actually getting building stuff, because we are all of this handcrafting actually makes us unable to use all we need. Here. So it starts by putting in 5 in each location. However, that is used quite fast. There. And I'll just go down 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the beginning. The beginning of that. And I'll go... Let's see, I'll actually need to go first. First I need to go down here to get all of the nice coal that we've gotten. Come on, run faster. There, that's it. Was it actually it? Ah, no, 77 more. Great, see, this is awesome. Now we can go up. I don't want to click these damn things. I may shoot them though. If they're in the way. Oh, it's gonna take forever. Don't bother. And what I will do is build this one. Up. And I'll just make sure that... Yeah, 147. Great. That's way too much. Compared to where I also need. And copy paste. Let's get this one. And in this case, I'll actually put it in all of them, so I'm sure that it works. Way too much. And I know. And I'll just pick up a few. Great. Next, unfortunately, I can't output them just yet. Let's see. I do have some copper, so let's build some more of these. Then just get over here to this area. Build everything. This one I can undo differently because I can just do everything. It's important that they are... Why is this one not able to... Good. Why are you not? Oh, you're still fueled up by wood. Damn. Okay, and pick it up. And again, Control C or Shift C, and it outputs everything. Oh, that's such a nice feature. Great, we now have plenty of materials. I will just make one more, last one up here. It's not totally necessary. This is one of those things where you can say there's a stylistic difference between the ways of playing. Because it's not totally necessary for me to get this one up here, but I think I like it. I like this one. It gives me just a bit of breathing room. Damn. There. Get it. Controls Shift C. Right. So let's get some of the more important stuff. This one I cannot make basic circuit boards yet because I really want to get our science up and running, and we can get it if I just go over here, pick up, Shift C, and pick up from these. You can see how fast it actually can be done. So I think we'll suffice with one and then 10 of these. Great. I'll just need to make sure that I have sort of an idea. Okay, so I'm gonna have like a walking path down here that will connect my upper area where I have trains. Down here, maybe something over here, maybe not, maybe that's just going to be belts or something. And then I'll have like a bus somewhere down here, I guess, or maybe even that way. But definitely need to keep this area clear, just so I have an idea about where I can place things. Whoops. Got it. We have one of these. Now let's start using our power for something. Use our power for the forces of good. Let's see. Maybe this is a good location. And of course, as always, we take automation first. Let's just, while this one is operational, let's have a glance at our tech tree. This is the Angels tech tree. You will see a lot of different things. Oh, I actually have fast and light. Well, that was actually not my intention, but maybe we'll keep it there. It doesn't hurt to have it there, but it just gives us something to strive for if at some point it becomes, I don't know, like too easy or too much forward. So now we need to go down and get some more coal as well. Again, coal will probably be one of those things that had to be scaled up fastest. The wood here is also something that runs out because it is a time investment for me to get out there. And no, I don't want to chop those trees, not just yet. Getting all the way up here. Unfortunately, we have desert rock and go. Oops, that's 200. And pick up, see, pick up everything. Great. And while we're at it, I might as well... Okay, hold on. I've actually been assuming something that isn't really there. One of the key points of Bob's mods is the difference in electronics. Bob's electronics is the stuff that kills you. It really is. So instead of having green circuits, we have two different types of circuits, the basic circuit boards and one that's called basic electronic board. We don't have that anytime soon. But you can see the basic circuit board comes from wooden board, that comes from wood, that comes from our raw wood. So we need a constant supply of wood and copper to feed our basic circuit boards. And that is at times a bit challenging. And it's a good idea just to craft some of these because they're being needed for stuff like inserters, which is a nice thing we want to build. 1, 2. I have to make sure that I don't build them faster than these already created. And let's get also some wooden chests. And there we go. That is the first one. And then you can also see here, this is one of those quality of life mods I have added, Longreach Research. I really like this mod because it just gives me just that little extra that we definitely need. So let's build this one just so we can see what it looks like when we have the first science base up, because that's a pretty good place to end this episode. I see it, and you're gonna be there. You're gonna be here, I guess. You're gonna be here. This is very standard. You will be making red circuits. You will be making gears. This is like the very first thing we want to build. Oh, I'm missing one. One more. And let's see. Okay, that one is definitely not needed right now. Here, if I put all of these in here, then things should work fine. We have some gears. We have some red circuits or red science. Once it goes up here and it goes in. And that's our second, because in the beginning it's actually really convenient to start with 2, because it will be able to support 2. Let's see. And oh, it stole it. Anyway, we have our very first automation. We have some power. We have not a lot of power though. I probably should get up here and just place it in. I'll just put all of it in, just making sure that this doesn't run out of power anytime soon. So I think this is a great place to end the very first episode. We now have power, we have science automated, and we have our little copper smelting and our little iron smelting. And you can see coal is our big issue, and that's probably going to be the next thing we're going to work on. Anyway, thank you very much for joining. I hope you're enjoying this very first episode. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment, and especially on the very first episode, it's really important that this series gets a good start. So I hope you'll be helping spreading the word and checking back on the next episode. So with that, thank you for joining. See you next time. Bye.